What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at World Cup icon Eusebio. So he's coming in at a whopping, if I can find the price, 3.4 million coins. He is a 4-star, 5-star, 5'9" high medium right foot. We know the drift with him, power free kick, flair as the two traits. And in terms of stats, we are looking at endgame sort of strikers here. He is centre forward like Cruyff, like Pele. They are all centre forwards that can obviously be centre forward and striker. And in general, this card is immense. We know he's going to be. 89 is incredible for his base. The 91 is a little bit lower than the base, but definitely still a very endgame sort of striker. And then we have the prime coming out in hopefully a week or two. I don't know when they're actually being released, but they should be very, very soon. But Eusebio is king of the king. He's an incredible player. Obviously, I personally didn't see him play at all. He was, if I can find a year, 1986 is one of the FIFA World Cups. Again, wasn't even born for the next 8 years. So I obviously didn't get to see him play, unfortunately. But according to what I've seen, what videos I've seen, all of that great stuff, he looks a pretty good player, to be honest. And I could imagine any of you down below, if you have seen him play, you'd also let me know how well he was, or how good he was, how well he was. But in general, let's jump into Eusebio. We know he's incredible. Let's have a look at him. If you're looking for coaching service, foot champs, rivals, or just looking for generic coins, 100k, 500k, a mil, I recommend using Sky Coach at skycoach.gg. Link will be in the description, and make sure on your checkout to use the code JT11 for a discount on your order. First, kick off with him then. Honestly, the card normally is pretty fantastic. One year we managed to get his mid very, very early on, and honestly, it was like a cheat code. The dribbling, the shooting is pretty fantastic. That is a rubbish ball through, but in general, the striker is absolute elite. The one thing that's always good with him is his pace is normally absolutely fantastic. I didn't expect it to get through, so I should have definitely took a touch there. Oh, nearly finds it. Finds a bit of pace. He's going to go straight across goal. Can he get it? Great finish from Buffal and a beautiful assist from Eusebio. Good play. Can we find Eusebio back on here? We look for him outside the box, looking for that finesse, and wow. Finds a great ball. It's a great first touch. Finding that we're not going to go anywhere with it. It's a beautiful layoff to whoever, though. We're going to find him back on here. Look for the inside. Little spin across. Right foot across. Goal. And Laporte puts his left foot there. There we go. We've got a bit of pace here if we can. First touch burns past him. Second gets it. Again, looking. We're just not necessarily hitting the spaces we want it. We're going to go back on the inside. Find it across. Keep us in a good position. Great win of the ball back. What can we find? The problem with him is I am finding myself using him more in that attacking, that assisting zone rather than necessarily being the full-on striker. And that sometimes is the problem with these sort of players, because you are looking for them consistently every single time. Obviously, if you are building a team around him, then he is going to be your best player. He costs the most, so he will be the player that you look for the most as well. So you are almost putting yourself at a disadvantage if you don't have anybody of the same standard, because you know that he's going to be the one that kind of just does all of this magic stuff outside the box, and sometimes will get more assists than he does goals. That's personally what I found straight away with Mbappe in my team from the very start, is I was using him as an assist player. Even though he is very, very good at it, I do want more goals from him. So it does take certain elements, and this guy definitely, wow, definitely knowing how to defend him. You've got to kind of get in there with other players as well to manage to get them goals with him also. Eusebio running the wing if he can. He's going to find it back. Going to see, get the turn in. Ah, it's a good block. Does manage to win it back with Furland. Big into Eusebio. We've got any attack needed. Defenders coming across. Ah, one too many every time. Find Eusebio. Goes for the shot, and that is exactly what we're looking for. Over the top. Oh, good block. And again, into him. Can he get that first touch? It's absolutely lethal, and you don't let him go through there. Beautiful from him. Pushing on the attack. Can he get the pass off? He does. Looking for the ball back if we can. Over the top. Can we get the finish from Forlan? And Ramsdale caters that away pretty easily. He's beautiful on these sort of runs, just outside the box, because he's absolutely rapid to get through. And you know, he's got an 8 out of 10 chance that he's going to find it inside, and he will potentially get his striker partner. We're going to look for him short here if we can. Managing to hold off. I don't know how he's managed to do that. Little rainbow. It's a bit much to ask. Find it on the inside, though. Can we find him back? Find the finesse. Rushing it, pushing it a little bit too much. Finding it back into him. He's got options in a Hadji form. We don't choose the right one. We win it back, luckily. Little rainbow. Okay, maybe not. The rainbow didn't work. Oh, find his way through, and Zidane finds himself into the net. Beautiful stuff from him, and that's sometimes just the look of it. The little bit of left stick dribbling works out, and Eusebio gets himself another assist as we find him in here. Can we find the finesse? We was looking for that assist, but he's done plenty of that. I think we know full well that he can assist, or at least goal contribute in any fashion. Finds himself in. He's got it on the left foot. It's gone a bit too close. Keeper coming in. I was looking at that assist. Again, that is the option that you could have gone for, but we were getting a bit greedy with him. There he is. He's prowling on the edge. Finds himself a little bit in. Does one defender. Little ball roll. Back across. Not who I wanted it to. Finds himself in. Gets the cut in. Goes across goal, and that's a finish from Eusebio. Beautiful from him. Good ball in. Forlan finds... well, he tries to find a Bicey. I don't know why he didn't go for a header. Eusebio push in. Finds that ball. We know he's going to the left. Looking back for him. Finds Eusebio. Opens his body. And it just seems to be the defenders are left, right and centre at the minute. That's a solid ball. Eusebio coming in complete wide here. What can we find from him? We need something, a bit of magic. Finds the ball in. It's not the ball I wanted. Does find Son and nearly finds Forlan at the end there. Oh, I think he's offside and he gets the finish as well. Unbelievable. Gets the first cracking touch. Finds it. Space. And Eusebio bags his 1-1. You love it. Oh, he's found him. He's absolutely found him. Can we find something? Oh, and it's a great save. It nearly went back to back. And unfortunately, he did make a cracking save. So if we are going into the overall for Eusebio then. So he's coming in at 3.4 mil, give or take, or 3.11 now. Obviously, the price will kind of vary. Starts to go down, starts to go up. It'll be interesting to see when the prime comes out, what happens to this price. Does it instantly go down completely, or is the prime going to stay at a certain value? Because as we see with a lot of these World Cup icons, the primes are not really that much better. This one is a +1 as always with the overall, and honestly 1 on the pace, -2 on passing, 1 on the dribbling, defending doesn't matter at all, and a +2 on the physical. It's not really anything better. You've got no shooting. 1 paces, you'll take 1 pace, but it's not really going to make this card any better or any worse. Obviously, it's still a 4-star, 5-star. I don't think that changes at all. The base is just the number 1 for me. When a card is a base and it's been out from the start and it's still 2.5 mil, you know it's a pretty good card. The mid is coming in at 1.9. By no means no worse. It's still a fantastic card. And then we have the most expensive with this one. I can imagine his prime will probably come out at about 7 mil, maybe 8 mil, depending on obviously the kind of demand and supply that we actually get and when it actually does come out. But this version is always going to be a 10 out of 10. You can look up most of the players now, and there's very few that are above, say, 3 mil. We've got quite a few that are like 1 to 2 mil, but in terms of the top dogs, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards that are above 3 mil at the moment. One of them being Zidane, Cruyff, Eusebio. Then we have 2 Pelés, 2 R9s, and Mbappe, and Nkunku, who is live at the moment. So that one more than likely will drop down if they were to lose. So you can see the sort of prestigious value that this card has. It's a very, very nice card. The only thing I hate, and it's not a player thing with Eusebio, with icons, they only get the 3 stars to themselves and a nation. There's no leagues, there's no nothing. I think with the new chemistry style stuff, I think we'll say it until our faces are blue, they needed to give a chemistry point for each of the leagues as well. Every league, that's what heroes do for their specific league. That's what icons need to do for every league. Make them kind of more viable in every way rather than just restricting them to their nation. Because technically they have less value for chemistry than heroes do. And I personally would say icons should be more valuable in terms of a chemistry link. Even if they are trying to go away from it, they've still put a point system in that does require chemistry if you wanted the max. But Eusebio himself, he will hold down the fort. He's a 10 out of 10, can go centre forward or striker, and he's just going to give you them goals. So let me know down below if you have got him, if you want him, have you got eyes on his prime, or obviously if there is a campaign / moments coming later on, let me know if you are excited for that. But other than that, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.